There aren't many artists that we could find that were around back in the late 1970s that were one of the people that responded to Saul Steinberg when he made his famous cover illustration. We did find one, though. We found William B. Hogan. And in this very brief episode, we chat with him about his New Jerseyan's view of the world.
So what do you want to know about that idea?
Tell me about how you came around to it and how it got done.
Well, as I said, I'm a New Jerseyan, a native of northern New Jersey, and I was brought up there. New York was right across the river, 30 minutes away by car. And always saw Steinberg's work. And as I said earlier, I looked at it, I said, he did this, and he just skipped over New Jersey and went straight over, because New Jersey is, a hit by everybody all across the country. New Jersey, what's that? That's where the mob is and all that stuff.
That's right.
And so I said, no, I'm not gonna let him get away with that. So I, not that I had any. I wasn't upset about it. I was just saying, this is kind of fun. I'll just do something on that. I did a small drawing, 8.5 by 11, something like that, with color. And one of the guys who used to work at the record newspaper there, and this had nothing to do with the record newspaper, but I worked there at the time. And one of the fellows there, and I forget his name, he went on to work at the New York Times as a reporter. And,
oh, wow.
And I forget his name, but God, oh man, I wish I had it. Have it all written down somewhere. And he said, "Hey, Bill," he was working at the record at the time. He said, "Hey, Bill, why don't you send that to the New Jersey magazine?" And I said, "Oh, I didn't even think of that." So he said, "Yeah, I think you ought to do that." So I made a copy of it and sent it off to them, and they liked it. And so they said, "We're going to publish it," and they did. And the original, I gave that original to the fella, and I wish I could remember his name, as I said. And this is
79,
I think.
Yeah, 78, 79.
78 or 9. And so I sent it to them. They liked it, and they produced it, and they sold it, and I made a couple bucks on it. And people bought it. New Jerseyans bought it. Because I felt they must have felt pretty poor about that. But it was only in jest that I did that. That was all.
Do you know how many... Did they publish your image in magazine as well as make posters of it?
They published it in the magazine, and they published it, yeah.
Okay.
They published it.
Okay.
We made a little deal together, and it ran for a couple of years, and that was the end of it.
Okay.
And then people still call me up occasionally out of the blue and say, "Hey, do you have that?" And I said, "No, you just have to. It's not in circulation anymore."
Yeah, exactly.
I've told people don't hang it in the sun because it will just be bleached.
Yep.
If they got in touch with me.
Yeah.
So that's the way it goes.
Awesome. Mr. Hogan, I cannot thank you enough for your time. It's incredibly generous of you. You've kind of answered some questions for me, which is really appreciated.
I hope I don't get anybody upset about it.
I didn't do it.
Don't give them my address.
Okay. I'll ditch the phone number.
You can give me a plug. I have a website. www.williambhogan.com. Take a look at it, and you'll see what I've been doing.
Awesome. Will do. Thank you, Mr. Hogan. Have a great one.
Okay, Curtis. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks for the call. Bye-bye.
Thanks again to William B. Hogan, and you can find him at www.williambhogan.com. Thanks again.